All right. August 9th, weekly update. Um, it's just been a solid week of work again. Hopefully it'll last really, really busy week of work for me for a little bit, for a few months at least. Um, let's see. Saturday last week I was a busy night at work. Sunday was busy as well. Not super busy, not crazy busy, but it was still busy. Um, Monday Monday was more work with work. Tuesday was the first day where I actually like went to a coffee shop. I went to a coffee shop again. Sat there for most of the day, read the Bible, um, did some studying, updated my flashcards for work with like some new wines and everything like that. Um, and really just like took care of a bunch of errands as well. Had to make a few stops at the bank, at Home Depot, drop off, not even drop off, but like return some stuff for Amazon. So just ran a bunch of errands. I ran a bunch of errands on Monday, as well as not Monday, Tuesday. On Tuesday, as well as uh, get get some studying in for work. Otherwise, I didn't actually work at work, but I worked for work, so to speak. Um, Wednesday, Wednesday was it was an all right day with work. Wasn't crazy busy. But I mean, I stayed busy the whole day. We had a number of things for work that day, enrollment for benefits. So I went to the meetup thing they had, oh, if you have any questions on the benefits, blah blah blah. So, I asked my questions, so I had to show up early for that. And even before that, I studied for like this wine quiz that we had. So I did that. And then it was actually work. So then got out of work and that was fine. Um, Thursday was a long day. Thursday was a really long day. Because Thursday, if you saw on Instagram, I officially got the AC installed in Vanessa. I put on the fitting. I replaced the dryer that was on the original AC setup with a new one. Um, did all of that, and then drove over to a mechanic shop that wasn't too far from the house, and got it charged up with refrigerant. Troubleshot it a little bit because the compressor wasn't kicking on, which was because I disconnected the compressor when I put that dryer on, and I forgot to connect it back. Right. So when we finally realized, like, oh, there's why the compressor isn't kicking on, um, then, well, that was it. Then the compressor kicked on, cool air started coming out of the AC, everything was good. So I was like, all right, cool, that's what's up. Um, so then even after that though, went home, did a bunch of laundry, washed all of my clothes, put all of my clothes back in Vanessa, and basically got set up to move out of my sister's spot. Haven't quite done yet. Got a few more little things I got to take care of, but I wanted to get all my clothes in here because then I knew yesterday, uh, that was a long day. That was a long day. Um, it was a long day. So I'm in Fredericksburg right now for my cousin's wedding, which is today. And so yesterday, Friday, I drove from Houston. I got up, left Houston at like 9, got to San Antonio around 12:30. I stopped at a gas station partway through to just, take a little break, stretch my legs, use the restroom. And then I went from there to La Cantera to meet up with a friend of mine for lunch, um, who I hadn't seen in over a year. So it was awesome to see her again. We caught up. We talked about a lot of things. She told me about work. She told me about life. She told me about church, all that good stuff. And then, I did the same. Um, and we had lunch, got done eating, went our separate ways. After that, I uh I did a little bit of shopping. I had to get a few things for the wedding today. Got those things, which I'm happy about. And then chilled for a little bit. Went and met up with another buddy of mine later on that evening. Talked with him, chilled with him for a little bit. Picked up some records that I gave him to hold on to because I moved into Vanessa when I was still in San Antonio, and got them back from him. And then after that, went out to the gym, worked out, took a shower, changed, and then drove out here to Fredericksburg last night. Parked, used the AC to keep cool last night. It's not actually that hot here right now. It's only like I think 84. Yeah, it's not that hot. Compared to Houston. In Houston, it's 95, and then it's also got humidity. That's what sucks. Um, but here it wasn't too bad, so I didn't need the AC as much, but I still ran it for a little bit. And then after that, I mean, I just chilled. I chilled here for the rest of the night. Went to sleep. Woke up, and here I am. So, like I said, this last week was just a week of work. Work, 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 work. Today is actually my day off. Today is my Sabbath, which is also the day that my cousin's getting married. Mid stretch, sorry. Um, so should be a good day. She's getting married. Today's gonna be the whole celebration and whatnot. I got my clothes for the evening, so that's gonna be good. Um, the wedding's not till 1, and right now it's like what I think like 9:30, something like that. Um, so I've got a few hours. Not really sure what I'm gonna do. If I'm just gonna chill here for 3 hours, or maybe I might go to a coffee shop. I don't know. Go to a coffee shop and just chill for a little bit before getting all dressed up and everything for the wedding. So yeah, it is what it is. But that's today. That's the weekly update. I'm happy to have the AC in here. It was pretty cool last night, literally and figuratively, to just sit in here with cold air, like at night. It it's such a small thing, but like it really does make a difference. The AC is a little loud, so I need to make sure to put on earbuds when I go to sleep. I didn't wear any last night, which is probably why I'm a little tired right now, but it's all right. It's a learning process, right? How do you live in a van with an AC? I'll figure it out. But for now, I'm definitely happy to have it. I really am. I used it twice last night. Once when I was at La Cantera waiting for my friend. I got there like 30 minutes early, so I just sat in the parking lot with the AC running, and I was fine. So that just being able to do that convenience is like, dude, this is actually pretty cool, honestly. So, but enough about that. Well, I mean, I guess that's everything though. That's the whole thing. Like the last few months was about getting this AC installed, and it's finally installed. God darn it. So, oh well. But all right, that's been my time. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you would like. Have a good day. Pray for my cousin who's getting married, and God bless.